All right, everyone, it's time for me to make a video. I wasn't going to make this video because I was worried about how I was going to make my friends feel, since I have plenty of FE parents on my friends list on Facebook, and I love every one of you. But I was having a conversation with FE Trickster, and he didn't seem to mind, so I was like, why not? Let's go for it. Okay, most of us have been stuck inside for a while, and we're spending way too much time on Facebook and social media, and I want to go over who's the most annoying type on social media during a time of calamity or a time of crisis. And to me, this hands down goes to FE parent. FE parent resides with ISFJs and INFJs. This is typically the stereotype mom, as you see from Everybody Loves Raymond behind me. His mother is an ISFJ, and she is definitely the stereotype ISFJ mom. But why do they become annoying in times of crisis? Well, both types have different reasons for why they're the way they are. There's a lot of similarities between the two, but there's also huge glaring differences. If you just look at their hero functions, they're literally polar opposites as SI hero, NI hero, NI demon, SI demon. Of the 8 cognitive function stacks, these are definitely, polar opposites and very different. One is incredibly traditional, and one is very future-based and very wanty, while the other one doesn't really care about what they want, just about what other people want. All right, so how does this apply, and why is this the case on social media? Let me get this out of the way. All parent functions are irritating in their own way, in one way or another. I'm also very grateful for parent functions, especially when they're mature. My friend Abby has made some great FE parent comments, and one of them even made me cry. She was totally upset with people fighting over toilet paper in a grocery store, and she could not understand why people would do such a thing. And you can totally see FI Critic eating her up, and she wanting to help those people come to see the light of how to be an ethical person. So what do we use our parent function for? This is how we act responsible and how we interact with other people. We typically will parent with this function. I parent with TI. So I try to make people think responsibly, while FE parent wants people to feel ethical, or they want people to understand ethics or how everyone else feels. This is why they're the mom types. Let's teach you with that. If you don't say something, if you have nothing to say nice, you can't say something nice, don't say nothing at all. You see those type of FE parent type of, slogans out there that moms always seem to teach their small children to make them into better people, because that's what FE parents are trying to do. They're trying to make people into better people. They want to responsibly teach people how to be better, morally and better ethically and better to the community. Why is this? Well, both ISFJ and the INFJ are both affiliative types. One is affiliative and systematic, the other one's affiliative interest. So the ISFJ is going to lean more upon what's right and wrong to the community and following a system. So you'll see the ISFJ say, would people just please follow the government and follow the system so everything can work in harmony? Because FE wants harmony. They want things to be working together. Okay, so you see things like that. You'll see FE parents say such things as, please only share credible sources because we don't want disharmony in the community because of information saying various things. Okay, TI parent says there is no concrete thing to say this is a new disease. Well, newer disease, at least if we're going with the official story, it's only been around since December. I don't believe that one bit. However, this strand of COVID-19 is, pretty recent. There is no system. This is not malaria. This is not tuberculosis. We don't really know what to do. We have people grasping at straws, but it's not like there's some conclusive studies that are peer-reviewed that teach us how to deal with this disease. There's no such thing. And so what you see the government saying, it really depends on what they're just trying to do. They have to say something, otherwise people are going to freak out. Okay, and so they're just saying stuff, whether that be take this malaria drug that the French recommended, and but this somehow translates into drinking fish, fish water or whatever the hell from an aquarium. Those people are like dead. So anyways, let's go over why they're in really bad straits right now. These two types, why they're more panicky than we are in this kind of situation. Well, let's start with the ISFJ. Most commonly, this is pretty much the stereotype woman, the stereotype mom, Marge Simpson, Everybody Loves Raymond, Lois Griffin, moms, okay? Stan's mom, can't think of her name off the top of my head. Anyways, probably Sheila Broflovsky, probably too, ISFJ. So SI Hero. SI Hero is all about being comfortable. So Are ISFJs comfortable being stuck at home? Well, they're introverts, but is this really how their normal day-to-day life goes? No, not at all. Typically speaking, their husbands aren't home with them, or their wives aren't home with them. ISFJs, many of them police officers probably working more hours at that, and they're probably seeing a lot more on the streets. ISFJ is a cop stereotype, by the way. And they have any inferior. We're going to go over inferior and nemesis function. Inferior is your fear. This is what causes dread. It will keep you immobilize you, especially at younger ages. What did they fear? What may happen? Oh my God. So if they don't know what will happen, we don't really have many answers. Okay. And so this is really going to scare them shitless because they are afraid of what may happen. So what may happen is they might not be comfortable and their SI hero is going to be pissed. Okay. That's going to show them their shadow, and they're going to be like really angry people. So they're going to get on Facebook and parent everybody on how to behave, how to follow the authorities, how to follow right and wrong of this system that's implemented usually by the government, CDC, FDA, such and such. Okay, that's why FE parents going to go crazy when it comes to the coronavirus going on right now. What's their SE nemesis? SE nemesis is they worry about what they do with other people. Are they making them uncomfortable? Okay. So if SI hero is focused mostly on keeping their status quo going and their day-to-day life routine steady and on the system and being comfortable and living as they see life should be lived as any respectable adult, what do you think they feel about their children if they're at home? They're not worried that their children also are not living the traditional life. So you see ISFJs coming on Facebook saying, oh my God, my sons are not going to get their graduation ceremony. The end of the world is here because of this first world problem. This worries them. They're incredibly worried that their children are uncomfortable. Do my children have toilet paper? Can they take a dump with comfort? Can I take a dump with comfort? These are all questions that are completely running through their minds. How can I make sure I can take a dump with comfort and my children can take a dump with comfort? Oh, I know. I can parent everyone on how to behave. So I'm going to go on Facebook. I'm going to lecture people on how to behave, how to stay quarantined, even though we've never done this before. I'm speaking from Americans, okay? And so they're going to lecture based on last known input because TI child has TE trickster, which means they're not taking the experts' advice. They're just doing what they think will happen, okay? This could go back, depending on how old the ISFJ is, this could go back many, many years. Probably not the Spanish influenza, they're not 100 years old. But that being said, they're going to go with what their parents did during epidemics. Diseases from other countries coming over here have happened in our past. Epidemics is a normal way of human life. It's not the time of the end like the Bible says, or what people try to say the Bible says. This is just normal humanity because, hey, I mean, could you imagine if this was going through during the Black Death, and that many people were dying and like half of everybody you knew was dead? That's not the case. This is a very low percentage, yet you see what people are going with because they don't want to lose their way of life. Their way of life has them able to come and go shopping to their favorite stores. When they go to the grocery store, all their stuff is on the shelf and they're able to do their system of mommy or daddy them or whatever dumb they're doing, okay? That's why the ISFJ is freaking, flipping the hell out, okay? And then to go along with this, FI critic, ISFJs, INFJs, prone to be depressed and anxious people. Well, why would you think they are? Look at these two reasons. So they already feel like crap themselves. Now they're at home feeling like crap. I'm not giving my children the comforts they deserve. I'm not keeping the status quo at home. I'm not comfortable with these people around me all the time. I'm an introvert. I need to have alone time. I don't have alone time. My husband's here. My wife's here. My brothers are here. My sister is here. My children are here all the time. Okay? So this is where the demon comes out and they freak out and they want to get what they want. Okay? And they get really, really selfish and in a meltdown. INFJ, NI hero. NI hero is all about the future. They have future plans at all time and they're trying to get that goal. What do they have right now? They have a block of what they want to do. NI hero sees 20 years, 30 years, 40 years. How will coronavirus affect what my future goals are? Probably by a lot, okay? Not only that, is they have SE inferior. Remember we talked about dread and fear of the inferior function? Oh my God, the dread and inferior function of making other people uncomfortable? Oh my God, if they have children, what does this mean? Okay, They fear that the people around them, they can't cook the right meal for them. They can't give them the right experience they need. They're completely fearful this is what's going on. And this is messing up with their NI and their future goals because they had a plan for their family. They had a plan of the home and the life they wanted to create for their family and their spouse or whoever that was. And this is all getting fucked up. Okay, so FE parent is going to get on Facebook to make sure that their plans don't get interfered any longer than they need to be because they have something to do. And right now, they're not able to do it from they're working from home, they're doing other stuff, they're sitting at home, not able to do stuff. INFJs are double movement. Okay, they're not like the ISFJ. Although ISFJ is double movement. Never mind, I take that back. Okay, correction. And so technically speaking, you know, they're having, you know, the will, their goal, and things like that. And I hear them. Any nemesis, flip this to, is they're worried about what may happen. Okay, if you're worried about what may happen to you and your family and what's going on, we don't have all the answers. I can't really trust what the experts say because T. Trickster doesn't like them. And so I'm going to come to my own conclusion of last known input because of TEI child and possible God complex of knowing everything. They could come into all types of different conspiracy theories, and they're going to be talking about like elderberry juice. They're going to be talking about garlic and different cures that aren't really there. And because why? Because they're interest based. So not like they're not the systematic bias. They're going to be interest based in their affiliative. So right and wrong and what's fair. Okay, so they're looking at this and the thing, this is not fair to me because my plans are being disrupted by what other people are doing. This could even cause them to be xenophobes or whatever like that and be issues with China due to the fact that they keep spreading disease and they don't seem to have interest in other people. And this pisses off INFJs. All right, again, FI critic. They already hate themselves as it is. More than likely, they're always struggling with their emotions, which are very convoluted and confusing because FI critic, INFJs and ISFJs don't know how they feel, really. It changes a lot, okay? And so this is why they're known and prone to be anxious, depressed, and all over the place. And you're with one of them, you're like, damn, I mean, yesterday you were fine, but today you're crazy. This is pretty typical of these two types. Although FE parent is very loving, very responsible, and trying to teach people how to behave properly, how to cause, you know, zen in the community. This is what they want. They want fairness from the INFJ, or they want a system of right and wrong like the ISFJ. And so when you see them on Facebook, sharing posts, sharing memes, lecturing everybody on how to behave, this is why it's so annoying, okay? Because they're basket cases right now in this circumstance and things like that, because we don't really have any answers. ENTPs, myself, thankfully, I've been planning this for a while, and any hero is a lot better off than obviously any nemesis and any inferior when it comes to what may happen. I'm optimistic about this. I'm hoping for the best in a lot of different ways. I didn't get into this unprepared, and so I'm able to think logically with my parent function and try to correct people's thinking into saying, hey, not that many people are dying. Hey, most people are asystematic. Hey, any hero has so many different possibilities of how you've already came in contact with this disease already to begin with. The virus is already in your house. Okay, I know it's not going to help your inferior nemesis function, but you went to the grocery store. This has been in our country for months, okay? And so you've been at the grocery store, you've been getting your mail, the mailman touches mail here, the garbage men have everyone's garbage, you went and grabbed your garbage can, you brought the garbage can back into your house, you wiped it on your shirt, okay? A myriad of issues and a myriad ways this virus has already touched you and contaminated your home. Granted, you want to hide in your room because that gives you a placebo effect and you think it's going to keep you safe from the virus, so be it. I'm all about the placebo effect. Am I so delusional to think that I don't have the virus already on me? No, I already think I do. I'm following the quarantine because I don't want to offend a lot of different people, but as soon as the weather gets nicer, I'm going on a hike with my boyfriend, and that's that. I'm pragmatic. I don't give a damn about your affiliative. I don't care about the community's right and wrong because I don't really trust it anyways because I think it's all stupid. All right, there you go. This is my rant about why FE parent is the most annoying right now during a calamity.